Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a grocery haul. I'm showing you what I shop for on this Parasite / Candida cleanse, as it's very restrictive than anything else I've ever done, plus plant-based. So I'm making sure I'm not eating too many starchy vegetables. I'm making sure I'm replenishing with a lot of leafy greens and herbs. It's a little different for me, and I'm not able to eat any fruit I want, so yeah, I'm just showing you and sharing what I shop for, how I shop, and what I kind of plan on making. And I'm just going to talk you through that. So one thing that I decided to buy this time is, well, I usually get kale in a bunch, romaine lettuce in a bunch, collard greens in a bunch, and all of that, and I cut it and I clean it. But sometimes I'm a little lazy and I do buy the kale in a bag. I love this because it just comes chopped up for you, and I know I could just essentially do this myself, but there's convenience in this. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, red cabbage, and carrots, as well as raw kale. So I mean, I plan on eating this just as is, like as a side to any of my main dishes or as its own dish, or I can even cook it down in a pot, but I mean, it's better if I can eat it raw, so I'm going to try to do that since it's a raw salad. And I usually shop just for the week, like I don't shop for the month or 2 weeks, and it's hard to do that anyways when you have produce, so I still have it in the plastic. But I don't really want to take it out, but this is Swiss chard. I'm probably just going to save half of it and just eat it cooked down, or I'm actually planning on making a soup, and I'll probably add this to my soup. I don't know why I like to put Swiss chard in soup. Just something about Swiss chard. Just I like it. It needs to be in soup. There's a theme to my shopping regimen this week. I did watch or read online some articles on how to successfully do the type of detox that I'm on, and you really do need to make sure you're eating a lot of leafy greens. And although I'm doing this detox, eating a plant-based diet, you'd be surprised at the lack of greens that I eat. It's crazy. It's like plant-based, how are you not eating a lot of greens? But it'll easily slip your mind unless you make sure you're eating a lot of leafy greens. Another thing that I bought, wrapped in plastic as well, but my fave, which is romaine lettuce. I love just eating this with like olive oil, lemon juice, and I'll pair it with like quinoa or something like that, or you know, I may just eat this alone, but my favorite. And you know, I always look for ways to dress up my salads because just eating the romaine lettuce itself is not that much fun, so I'll eat it with like chopped cucumber, maybe some peppers, and I'll eat it with the lettuce. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Another thing that I got this week is herbs. So I want to start to eat a lot of herbs now and eating it in my salads, soups, or whatever meals that I create, whether it's raw or cooked. And I also want to start putting it in my smoothies because I don't do that. And whether it's parsley, cilantro, I don't know about basil, but any sort of herbs that I can add to smoothies, add to my foods, that'll not only just complement and add more flavor to my meal, but I just want to make sure I'm eating a good amount of herbs because that helps with the detoxification process. So I picked up basil, cilantro today, and I have parsley from last week. It's a goal of mine to at least get through half of it because, as you can see, this is a lot, and I'm not out here flipping pizzas or eating a lot of pasta, so, and that's usually how I know to eat this, is to eat it with those things, but we're gonna see. This is okra. This is one of my favorite vegetables. It's great in soups if you do like the slime, because it just kind of goes into the soup and just gets absorbed in there. And also, I mean, you can eat it raw. I've seen it eaten raw, and it just is not for me. Well, actually, I've never tried it, so I can't say that. So another thing that I bought this week is limes and lemon. I use lime when I make my dressings for my salads. I used lime just now in some guacamole that I just mashed up. I don't usually get a lot of this or get them too often, but those are the uses. Cucumber is something that I usually get every grocery run, and this is just, I either make this in my smoothies or I'll add it to my salads. Like I was telling you, there's just always something that I need to put in my salads to make it a little bit more exciting. So cucumber it is. I also have some celery. Celery is hard for me to get through because it's not my favorite. I'm like forcing myself to eat celery because it's good for you and I should eat it, and I don't. So I'm just trying to think of ways of how to make this interesting to me. I noticed that if I put it in certain dishes that I cook up, for example, like let's say I'm eating chickpeas and then I'll add some celery to it, or if I'm eating cabbage and I might add some celery, or celery is really great in soup. So yeah, I try to hide it in these meals that I eat. So celery for sure. Now on to the fruits. So the fun part of my grocery run, I always leave the grocery store with a bag of frozen fruits. I usually get like a berry medley. So this is strawberries, cherries, blackberries, blueberries. The only thing with buying frozen fruits is you don't know the flavor you're gonna get with it, because I feel like, and maybe you notice the same, but when you get frozen fruits, it's either it's really sour or it's really sweet, or it's a bit of both. Like, always shooting in the dark with these frozen fruits. Bought raspberries this week, and again, you know, there's no farmer's market around me, so this is from the supermarket, store-bought raspberries, and so I'm hoping that these are sweet. They're usually not. I decided to get a new fruit. I'm pretty sure it's not on my detox list, but you know, I've been eyeing this fruit. I was like, huh, not bad. It's weird looking, but it actually tastes good, and so I bought dragon fruit. Yeah, just one of my like one-offs in my grocery run. I don't know why, but I really like red onion, so I've just been cooking with that. As far as any root vegetables, I did decide to get pumpkin this week, and the purpose of it being to go in a soup, as well as some sweet potato. I know I just said that I'm trying not to eat any starchy veggies, but you know, I get this just as insurance, just anyways, just in case I need it, because you know, I might be really, really hungry one day and not have anything to eat, and then I'll have the starches. So, I mean, it's gonna be mixed in with like 80% of my leafy greens, so I'm not that bad. So I bought coconut milk. I don't always make my meals with this, but there are certain rare cases where I will use it. Well, if I'm making like a coconut curry chickpea, or if just the other day I made like a curry broccoli and I tried to make it into a stew, and I used coconut, I used the canned coconut milk, curry, cumin, a lot of other seasonings and spices, and I just kind of cooked it down. So yeah, I try to play around with that. I got some teas. I love tea. I'm a tea. I call myself a tea enthusiast. That's how much I love tea. So this is just one of my favorite brands, President's Choice, and I got Feeling Soothe, which has peppermint, ginger, fennel, yum, and then I got Feeling Energized, which has ginseng, ginger root. So ginger, fennel, peppermint, all great things, all things that will activate my digestive system, and just things that I enjoy to drink in conjunction with the detox tea, because you know, the detox tea can be very bitter and boring sometimes. That's my grocery haul. This is not all that I'm eating, of course. I still have, you know, quinoa from the week prior. I still have chickpeas. I still have lentils. So I'll try to like mix around what I eat. Thank you for watching my grocery haul. If you'd like to see more of these, just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.